just want to quickly say shout out to photographer Freddie O. Some of these pictures belong to him. What's up, my Fina Loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News. I know I am extremely late, but I figured since I normally don't post my reviews after the episode anyways, that I will post my review for last week's episode now, just so you can have something to hold you over. And then I'll do my best, okay, to be on time with the next review, but I can't promise anything. I'm still seeing the messages. Vina, come on, man. You're not going to talk about the episode? What's going on? Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm laughing because the reach, oh my goodness. The fact that the only proof that Bravo have, the show that Kenya Moore said anything about Nene, was that stupid IG call, text, or delete question. Not interviews, not Kenya dragging her. The fact that all they have to show is that little question that somebody asked on Instagram shows you right there that Nene lies so much when she pretend and behave like Kenya is the one that have this huge problem with her and she doesn't understand what she did to Kenya and all of that. Now, Bravo is quick to flash back, clips and things like that. And I also understand, going around to different media outlets and asking them, can we use, your interview on our show and all of that. You have to do all of this clearance, but they do it all the time. They get interviews from other places when they want to prove a point and do it all the time. But the hate for Kenya Moore is so real that they did not do that. My gosh, had they flashed every single Nene interview and the amount of times she dragged Kenya, yeah, it would have proven our point that yes, Kenya is like, I don't want anything to do with you. Like I've been saying over and over again. And then Kenya said exactly what I've been saying in an interview yesterday that I'm going to post my review to later with Claudia Jordan. I've been saying it over and over again. When people show you who they are, believe them. I said Nene showed Kenya who she is and Kenya believed her. And then guess what happened? Kenya's doing her interview and she said the exact same thing that I've been saying. People saying that, oh, Nene did not explain what she really did to Greg and that's why he didn't care. Nene could have said she jumped on Kenya and Greg would still be like, ain't nothing. Because Nene treats Greg the way how Mark Daly treats Kenya. And that's the reason why Nene and Mark get along so well. The other issue that I have with Bravo, I get it. Okay, Kenya is making you money. However, you don't like her. It's like, okay, but dang, be grateful a little bit that this woman is the reason why our show is popping. Yes, everybody add little aspect to it, but we all know that Kenya Moore is the one. Dang, be a little grateful that, thank you, Kenya. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to show Kenya's reaction to Kim, but not show what Kim did to lead the Kenya reaction. You're going to show Kenya repeating something that Kim herself placed on Twitter, but make it look like Kenya just got up out of nowhere and went after Kim. Now, yes, I get it. We who watch the show, we know what it is. We have new viewers who are coming on and jumping on this bully bandwagon that all they saw was Kenya coming for Kim like that and had no clue that all Kenya did was repeated what Kim herself placed on social media about her own daughter, and that Kenya was reacting to Kim provoking her. If you guys remember, Kim kept going at Kenya all night, and Kenya sat there, laughed it off, was cool, quiet. Even most of the girls who were there said, you know what now? Kenya can be feisty and shady, but it's this one time I'm going to stand up and say Kenya did her best to ignore Kim. So Kim deserved everything that she got from Kenya. But here we go, Bravo. Let's just show Kenya out of nowhere just came out and talked about somebody's daughter. Just very biased. I mean, they are not even hiding it anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Life happens all the time. But just because life happens all the time, if I see my friend in a terrible relationship, or if I see someone in a bad situation, just because life happens all the time, and just because it could be me one day, doesn't mean I'm not going to say, girl, that situation is bad for you. And guess what? When it happens to me, it's life. The moments with Kandi and Todd, all of it, I'm going to put it all together. I liked it, okay? They were very vulnerable. I felt bad for Ace, okay? I felt bad for Todd. I felt bad for the entire situation. I mean, Riley said this a while ago, that why y'all having more kids when basically her mom is not going to be there to take care of the child. I mean, she was very honest and upfront, you know? So I like their moments. Kandi talking about networking with people and having to keep her name and stuff out there. And Todd was like, can you do some networking with your family? I was like, okay, Todd, you better come on. That's a word. True, Kandi, you can't be running around for everybody else, but the people who you claim you're working hard for to build this empire and leave a legacy for, you are neglecting them in the process. It doesn't work that way. When your son cries like that on the phone, you have to find a balance, mama, and make some changes, okay? It can't just be, yes, the money is good and all of that, but you definitely have to find a balance. Yes, you can definitely have it all with balance, okay? Find that balance. The fact that Todd had to make the sacrifice for his career, I completely understand. Kandi can't be doing her thing in the entertainment industry and Todd doing his thing and they have a balanced household. Absolutely not. Todd is like, okay, I'm going to support my wife, and he's working extremely hard, but he's working on the businesses while she gets to live her dream. There's no way it will work with their kids. Their kids will be raised by the nanny if Todd was to really get back into production and all of that, because those are long hours of shooting and all of that, you know? And so Todd have had to like make this huge sacrifice. Okay, I'm going to stay back and do daddy daycare and make sure that my son knows that dad was here. I didn't have the opportunity with my daughter to be there for her all the time. And now that I have the opportunity to do it all over again, I will make sure that I don't miss anything. I think that guilt is also there. So he's making sure that he's there for Ace, but he too wants to go after his dreams and his passions and all of that and things that he was doing when he met Kandi, because if he doesn't get back out there, you know, that those things that he's feeling will turn into resentment. But when Kandi was talking about wanting to spend time with Todd, I was like, well, act like it. I was like, okay, Todd, I see you. But Todd and Kandi showed you how you can express yourself, have productive conversations, and it's still in love, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with getting mad, slamming the door and all of that. That's also real. But that right there was amazing. I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to listen to you. Your feelings are valid. I respect you. Vice versa. At the end of the day, I love you. End it with a kiss. We'll work it out. Let's go to counseling and be proactive. That right there was amazing. No one getting up, storming off, all that stuff. I love it. Okay? That shows growth, because we all know, we've seen them. We've seen their relationship. It wasn't always this great, okay? We've seen them slam doors. We've seen them storm off and all of that. And also Kandi have admitted that there are a lot of things that are worse than what we see on TV, that sometimes she's going to keep off the show. She's like, yes, I'm real and all of that, but I'm not all the way an open book like that, like Kenya and stuff. Like for example, Kenya didn't have to reveal that Mark Daly doesn't allow her to talk to his parents. I mean, she's already given this show so much that we didn't need that little details. But she's just like, it's real, it's my life. I'm not hiding anything, whatever, you know? And that's just that. Nice to see Eva, you know, had a conversation with Cynthia. Baby's cute, baby's adorable, all of that. Kudos to Eva, congratulations on the house, all of that, you know. There's not much to talk about the Eva and Cynthia situation. So let's move on, because I'm trying to avoid making the video extra long, because I have a lot to say about Porsha event. So Nene and Cynthia meeting up. Cool. We know that they are not in a good place. Nene just called her a punk a few weeks ago. Called her, you know, Kenya Moore lapdog. Been on social media, Instagram live, going in on every single one of them, excluding, you know, Porsha and Tanya, because and Malo, of course, because those girls, you know, exactly. She and Cynthia, they're cool. They will never, ever be friends on that level, because when you call yourself her friend, you cannot be friends with the enemy. Yeah, Kenya Moore is the enemy. And so, you know what? That's a different video. All I'm saying is the little laughter moment you saw, yeah, it didn't last long, because they ain't cool. Because Cynthia is basically saying, Kenya have never made me choose. And you will hear what Kenya had to say in the next review that I do. Kenya said, Cynthia can call me today and say I'm going to do a sleepover with Nene, and I won't break a sweat. Because what Cynthia have with Nene, that's their situation, and what friendship she have with me is me. I don't care about what she's doing. I care about how she treats me, and the way how she treats me is cool. So basically, Kenya sees something off camera and knows Kenya off camera, so I trust her judgment. Nene, however, no. You gotta choose me or lose me. So childish. So anyways, they're not in a good place. But that little situation was cute. But y'all heard Porsha little fun shade, right? She was like, it's nice to see y'all in your little secret meetup. Almost like, girl, does Kenya know you're here? Type of thing. However, you know, cute moment, matching, whatever. Let's move on from that. Porsha event. I love the colors. Beautiful, great event. I love that when Nene brought gossip, Porsha, even though she's been throwing shade at Kenya, did not feed into it, said it was fake. Tanya over there trying to act surprised when she knows she, Cynthia, and production are the ones who brought this whole cookie lady situation to life to give her a storyline. The day that Kenya goes to her spot with Bravo cameras is the day she takes her to the cookie lady spot of all of the other spots around there, and this woman just happened to just walk out and surprise, girl, bye, we're not stupid. So, and that's why she and Tanya talked privately, because they know what it is. And that's why production did not show their sit down. They just showed the back of Cynthia's head and her face and Tanya, and that's it. That's all you need to see. Lies, okay? So anyways, let it go, sweetheart. It's dead. I know Tanya been hopping on Instagram Live, like doing her best to keep it going. I know at the reunion, they're going to do their best to keep it going. And I hope Kenya just continue to pay her dust. The thing that's pissing them off is Kenya is not on camera begging anyone to stop coming for her, to stop talking about her divorce, nothing. Kenya is chilling. So this whole karma and you did this and did that, okay, and it's not, and I will understand if Kenya was on camera saying, you did this and you did that and you, she's chilling. She's not asking for anyone to feel bad for her. Like, she's literally chilling. She goes through her moments, she cries, and then she move on. Okay, anyways, you see how people lie and put words in Kenya's mouth. Kenya never said that Shemia called her first. She never said that. She said, I remember when you texted me and told me your water broke. The word first never left her mouth. The word call never left her mouth. Remember when you text me. The episode was decent, but because it's Dry Kenya, every Sunday, they had to blow up this whole Shemia and Kenya thing. And I'm sitting there saying, wow, really? Porsha, didn't you choose a check over your friendship with Shemia? Because the last I remember, Porsha is in her 30s, Shemia is in her 30s. They've been friends for a long time, almost their entire life when they were little girls, kids, okay? That's how long they've been friends. But she chose Phaedra Parks, a stranger, over Shemia because Phaedra had a peach and she had a peach and she needed someone as her ally and someone, to connect with and someone to have her back. So she chose Phaedra over Shemia. Shemia was engaged, okay? When Phaedra sat at that table in front of Porsha and accused Shemia of sleeping with Kandi and Todd, saying she do them both. And Porsha sat there on mute, did not defend her friend, nothing, sat there and listened to her friend Phaedra do that. Now, what if that girl fiance had said, really, babe, that's what's going on, and left? You understand what I'm saying? Porsha did not go to her wedding. So Porsha chose Phaedra Parks over her friend of years, over a decade of friendship, okay? Longer than that. She chose Phaedra. It wasn't until Phaedra did what she did, and guess what? Porsha once again chose a check over Phaedra. Girl, you're on your own. You lied, Andy. I'm going to cry. I'm going to scream. I'm going to apologize. But you are on your own. I'm not going to have your back and lose this check. Who was there for her? Shemia. So miss me with this whole I'm going to open my mouth and act shocked when you are not the blueprint of what friendship looks like. I mean, this is the thing that everybody says about Kenya Moore, okay? The Cynthia Bailey, the Kandi, the Eva, even Tanya, who's desperately changing everything now because she thinks being on Nene's good side is a good thing and all of that, okay? Even the Porsha said this. When you are there for me and when you rock with me, when there's no Bravo cameras, when there's no check involved, money, anything, that's a real friend. When Kenya Moore wasn't on the show, she and Shemia became very close. And that's why Shemia found out that it was real. Now, we're going to see how Shemia reacts when Porsha talked to her, and if Shemia is going to shade Kenya and make it sound like Kenya was being messy, or if Shemia is going to have Kenya back, okay? However, Kenya was there for Shemia without Bravo cameras. There was no check involved. There was nothing involved. I'm just here for you because I'm a good person and because we are only weeks apart, okay? Kenya was saying when I was alone at times, her husband lives in New York. We know this. And when they got married, now they have two homes. One in New York, one in Atlanta. He have businesses in New York. So, of course, she was home at times alone during her pregnancy when her husband was in New York running the restaurants. Okay? That's one part about being alone. She wasn't alone through her entire pregnancy, but she was alone at times when her husband was in New York. The second part is, okay, and you're pregnant, but your friend might already have kids. She's not pregnant. Yes, she might tell you, oh yeah, I felt this happened, but it might have happened years ago. She's not going through it. But it's beautiful when you're actually talking to someone who's going through it. And Kenya and Shemia were going through everything at the same time. It would have been nice to see their dynamics on camera. However, Kenya wasn't on the show, and that's why they got close. She would check on her, call her, all of those things, okay? And then Kenya said in the interview yesterday that I'm going to post about later on with Claudia Jordan, that and when she found out that Porsha was pregnant, she reached out to her right away. No Bravo cameras, no check, no nothing. You okay? If you need anything, I'm here for you. If you want Brooklyn's, old bottles and things. Like Kenya was there for Porsha all the way, and Porsha said it herself. Off camera, Kenya showed me that she's an amazing person. There was no check involved. Eva said it. Everybody says it. And here we are years later. How many friends from Hollywood, how many of Kenya's friends and family members and anyone, the people who does her hair, her makeup, how many stories have you seen on social media of people saying that Kenya is a terrible person? I'll wait. Exactly. None. How many fans video are you going to find of people say I met Kenya Moore and she was a... I'll wait. Who am I constantly making videos about? Oh, this person met another fan in the A, B, and C. You already know who. Okay, friends. Now, I'm not coming for Porsha. We all watch the show. Porsha might be an amazing friend off camera. I'm simply talking about what we saw on camera. Did we not see these things? Am I making it up? No, I'm not making it up. That's what we saw on camera. She dumped Shemia for Phaedra. So don't fix your face to look that way because Shemia connected with Kenya. Okay? And Phaedra was mean to Shemia, said some disgusting things about Shemia, all because she was going at Kandi. And as a friend, this ride or die that Porsha is with Tanya, Porsha is more of a ride or die with Tanya. She's known Tanya for 2 seconds. And she's more ride or die for Tanya than she ever was for Shemia. And Tanya is on the show a lot. And Tanya is going to probably come back next season. And Porsha needs someone. It can't just be Porsha. It have to be Porsha and someone. Porsha and someone. Yeah, y'all saw Porsha defending Tanya. Did she defend Shemia? Did she tell Phaedra, don't talk about my friend like that? Did she sit there on mute as Phaedra constantly disrespected her friend? This season and these music, the song choice that they were playing when Kenya was going to meet her attorney, I'm like, what is going on? But of course, our girl looked fly, as always. I love that she's being smart about everything. You know, we love Lisa. I noticed the L. Kenya doesn't have the L pattern going on, but we have Aunt Lori. And now is Lisa, Aunt Lisa. It's like them. Yes, of course, Mark Daly is in there. But looking at Lisa, I see Brooklyn. Oh, I absolutely see Brooklyn. Kenya posted this. I talked about it in the last video. So I'm just going to insert that part so I'm not repeating myself. She also posted these. She posted 9 slides, okay? She wrote, thank you for giving me an aunt by blood, but little sister in every way imaginable. It's amazing how God works. When I was only 3 days old, I was the only baby in the house, and 9 months later, my grandmother who raised me had my aunt Lisa. Okay, so they're 9 months apart. And at 3 days old, she flew from Detroit to help me take care of Brooklyn. Won't he do it? I trust her with my life, and she is so in love with Brooklyn. Shout out to all the sisters who are your forever love and forever riders. You know, sometimes when you type and you rushing and you don't read over the caption, sometimes things happen. But anyways, she posted this one I think this is, she posted this one, that one right there. Go ahead, Lisa. Go ahead, Lisa. Yes, with the drip. Yes. Go, Lisa, go. Love it. Aww. Brookie. Brooklyn have grown so much. And then that one when she was 3 days old. Well, there you go. And those adorable pictures of Brooklyn. I'm glad that Kenya had her family there and someone important there with her. The part when she was talking about her grandmother, you know, as her mother, and, you know, that she held on long enough until Kenya got married, you know, and that she wished she got to see Brooklyn. You know, that was just so heartbreaking and touching. I'm just glad that with all of the things that people keep saying about her childhood and mother and stuff, Kenya actually had love. She grew up in a household with an amazing grandmother / mother. She grew up in a household with an amazing sister that she, you know, sister / aunt and all of that. And, you know, because they're only a few months apart. Okay. So, yeah. So Kenya had an amazing upbringing. And I'm glad that she have amazing people around her. If you missed the video update that I did on Kenya and Brooklyn, definitely go and watch it. Because Brandon is in there. She have Brandon. She have amazing people who's been in her life for a long time. And I love that she have love around her and all of that. But overall, It was a decent episode. Yes, I heard, Marlo shared her story and Porsha shared, her story. And I love that maybe Kenya said something and maybe it was cut out. Or maybe Kenya just say, you know what? It's Porsha event. I'm going to fall back. I'm Kenya Moore. I'm just going to talk about my story in confessionals because Kenya had a rough pregnancy. I'm just going to say what I have to say in confessionals, let other people have the floor and all of that. I also think that Kenya is not pushing, the lies of Tanya and this whole IVF situation of what Tanya did because it's a sensitive subject. And so she's like, she's like, let's just dead it. I'm going to ignore it. Let's just put it to sleep. Tanya knows what's up. Tanya have to sleep with herself every night knowing that she lied about that whole situation. But I'm not even going to give it any energy because that's a sensitive subject. Because I really thought Kenya would have been more mad. Because I really thought that would have made Kenya even more angry over the hair situation. The fact that she almost died having Brooklyn and then decided to help another woman with information, and then for that woman to flip it and lie on her. I really thought she was going to be so upset about that and expose Tanya lies. But it's like it's too sensitive for her. She's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to go over here with the wig situation. We're going to talk about the wig situation, but not the kid stuff because that's sensitive. But overall, it was a decent episode. I liked it. Kenya, strong. Keep your head up. Everything will work out. My response about Kenya and Shamia, situation is basically to Porsha's son, to Porsha, but majority of it is responding to those people who completely, forgot that Porsha had other friendships as well. And it didn't matter how she treated Shamia. Shamia was still there for her as a friend. And Shamia was willing to share their friendship with other people. So I'm not sure why she's so protective of Shamia being friends with Kenya when Shamia didn't have any problems with her being friends with Phaedra. The problem came in when Phaedra started telling lies about Shamia. And of course, when someone is telling lies on your name, then of course you're going to stand up for yourself. Then of course you don't want anything to do with that person. So also, when I'm passionate about a topic, that's how I sound. So I'm not upset. It's not that deep. It's just a show. I'm just giving my opinion, but that's what happens, when I get passionate about things. But overall, I'm sure Porsha and Shamia are fine, and I'm wishing the girls the best. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.